We are one chamber, and we're just one chamber, but we have really maybe 3 to 4 different chambers within our group. We have the small business who's looking for something different than what a medium-sized business may be looking for, than what our large businesses who may be part of our Chairman's Circle group may be looking for. We want to know that we are making a difference and helping you be a better business, because when you're a better business, you are going to be a great contributor to our community. Some of the highlights for 2015 were working on growth in our membership. And so what was important to me in growing membership and retaining membership is asking the question, are we of value to our members? And so it became our task to look at what programs do we offer? Are there programs that need to be added? Are there programs that need to be cut? Are we doing all that we can for our members? We have a lot of millennials and Gen Xers who are building their own businesses, and what they want is very different from the traditional member that we know in my generation. We offer our Small Business University. So this is an education series once a month where they are able to come and learn about different topics. So for January, we usually have something as related to labor law. Something related to social media might be the next. Retirement planning, how to do a business plan. So we have different topics that we cover in Small Business University. So we just started our Coffee and Commerce, and this is one of the programs we're excited about. And in our first foray, we had almost 75 to 100 people that attended, and it was a great turnout. It was members that we hadn't seen before attending our night event. So this was a good thing, and this is what we'll continue towards. Eggs and Issues is a very important program that we have. It's when we bring our local, our state or federal legislators to address us and talk about what's going on in their world, and for them to hear us about the areas that we have concerns about. The other items that we offer is we offer our golf tournament, which is a fun way to get to network and know each other. But we also have our Ag Awards and our State of the County and State of the City addresses, which we co-sponsor with both the county and with the city. And we have mixers, which are a great way to network. We had last year 19 total events that had about 5,000 people that attended. Our ambassador group is very important to the Chamber, and I enjoyed getting to know the ambassador group, seeing all that they do. I think that at times they're a little underappreciated, but they definitely are the face of the Chamber out in the community, and they are our army that helps get the word out about what the Chamber can do and is doing for our business community. And so where I also feel that we're very, very strong is in our government affairs program. We took positions on 28 issues last year where we wrote letters. We had 11 job killer bills that we were able to weigh in on, which was really important, through letter writing campaigns, through talking with our legislators. We take trips up to Sacramento to visit with our legislators. We talk to our federal and local legislators in district, and that's very important. We meet with the mayor every other month. We meet with the head of the city council, president of the city council every other month. So the Chamber weighs in on the issues that affect our community. We had a criminal justice day, for example, with Leadership Fresno. We had a panel of the sheriff and Chief Dyer, Sheriff Mims, the California Highway Patrol, and our DA, and to talk about what are the issues that are going on in the community, because those do affect our businesses through crime rates. And so how can we get our crime rates down? One of the other things that I think was really important is we had great growth in our business education committee. And that was very important because it strengthens our ties as a business community with the schools. How can we as business members be more involved in helping our next generations develop into the workforce that we need in order to raise the economic scale of our community? The memory that stands out the most to me was when I addressed the junior board, and this was in my year as chair-elect. And standing before those faces and telling my story and seeing inspiration, that I was able to inspire some of these young leaders, really made me feel valuable as a chair-elect and the incoming chair of the Chamber. I joined the chamber because I believe that it's important to be a part of your business community, the organization that represents your business community. Secondly, it was an opportunity to get to know, to network with other businesses and get to know other people in the community. I want to thank our chamber members and our audience today for allowing me to represent you as chair of the chamber for 2015 in the business community. It's been a great pleasure to serve our community and to work with a great board, executive board, and a wonderful chamber staff, because it's without the staff, we don't get anything done. But I'd also like to leave you with, if the chamber doesn't do it, who will? So, Mr. Solis, I hand off to you, and I know that you will do a great job in 2016. Thank you.
I've been involved with the chamber for 31, 32 years in different levels. First involvement, probably the first 20 years of Leadership Fresno, which is one of Chamber's programs. I was the planning day instructor, so I was involved that way. I also have been involved in the annual retreats, planning retreats, for the last, 22 years. Currently in my third term on the board. I was vice chair for the Earth Committee, which is Environment, Ag, Resources, Transportation, and H2O. And then last year I was chair-elect, this year chair. The incoming chair has a retreat usually, and so we've done that, and I've indicated to the board I saw that the top 3 things that I would like to see the chamber involved with in 2016. One was the mayor's race. It's going to be a major issue. Whoever is elected will be guiding Fresno for the next 4, possibly 8 years. Number 2, we are very supportive of the city council and the mayor's efforts related to the mall. Some recent actions, that project is moving forward. Anything the chamber can do to be supportive of that, I recommend to the board that we do that. The third item I mentioned at our retreat was that there probably in the spring there'll be an announcement on high-speed rail heavy maintenance facility. And hopefully that'll be in Fresno. It could mean 1,500 jobs in this location. I would like to see, I'm immediate past chair of the EDC. The EDC, Economic Development Corporation, actually was a part of the chamber about 25 plus years ago and spun off on its own. And so now there's 2 organizations. I would like to see a closer relationship between those 2, and anything I can do to get a closer relationship, I'm going to try and do that. I'll be the first chair that has more government background than business background. I think I've been helpful in our executive committees and board meetings to give a little bit different perspective on some of the issues. I'm going to take the board meetings out of the boardroom and out into the community. We've contacted our 24 Sherman Circle members and asked if they have space available for us to come have our board meetings in their facilities so that the board members can see what's out there. I'm also going to take them to some sites maybe they've never been before, just expose them to what's happening out in the community. So one of the things I want to focus on, I attended a manufacturing summit last year, and there's probably 400 people in the room, and I looked around and I saw 2 or 3 chamber members. So there's a whole block of folks out there, businesses out there that we are not involved with or not representing, and I would like to focus on that whole industry group, manufacturing, to get them involved in the chamber. We currently have about 1,200 member businesses, and I'd like to expand that, and so we're going to be beating the drum. I want to make a difference. I'd like to do some things different. I'd like to get the board more engaged in the community. I'd like to make a difference politically in terms of who's elected here, make sure they represent this community. It's going to be fun.